Hey, help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also hit that like button to subscribe if you want more Cavs-focused content.
Hey, remember when New York used to talk crazy to Cavs fans, talking about we can never be a threat to the New York Knicks and all of that? They had a good time. They had a good time in New York. Today was a beat 'em down special. You know, when it's the beat 'em down special, I try to bring out the belt, but you know what? This is my school belt. You know what I mean? Like, this the school belt. This ain't got that same. Not gonna let them off easy with the school belt now. No. Hey, you know what time it is. Time to get that church belt out on them. Oh, yeah, New York. Come on, stand still. Stand still. Stand still. Take your whip. Take your whip. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Go. Want to talk shit? Want to live in a tiny apartment? Yeah, New York. That's what we do. That's what we do this garbage out here. Man, I know a lot of people watched that game in a closet and were pissed off at the result of it, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Cleveland Cavaliers beat them down tonight against the New York Knicks. I said beat them down. Whip their ass. That's what they did. That's the only way I could describe it. I can only describe this victory in the appropriate terms. And you know, that wasn't just a beatdown. It wasn't just a blowout victory by the Cleveland Cavaliers. It wasn't just a ass whooping or something like that. No. That does not describe what happened in this game accurately. The only way to accurately describe what happened in this game is to describe it as such. It was a beat 'em down. Whoo, I'd be pissed if we got beat like that on national TV. Whoo, I'd be pissed. I ain't got to worry about that. Your Cleveland Cavaliers advanced to 46-10, which is a phenomenal record. I don't know what the final score is going to be of this game or the point differential out there. All I know is Tristan Thompson going to log about 7 minutes in this game. And if I don't rate ass whoopings by point differential. I don't care about that. How I rate ass whoopings is how many minutes did Tristan Thompson play? Was it a 3-minute Tristan Thompson ass whooping? Was it a 2-minute Tristan Thompson ass whooping? Or did you get one of them 8-minute Tristan Thompson beat downs? And Tristan Thompson damn near got a whole quarter of play. Tristan Thompson, did he score? Let me check and see if Tristan Thompson scored in this game. Because again, the only way to describe an ass whooping is by such superlatives. Tristan Thompson, my man, he ain't scored. He ain't scored. If Tristan gets 10 points ever again, that is the worst ass whooping I've ever seen the Cavs put on somebody. All right. All seriousness though, right? We got all the fun out the way. We done laughed at New York. We done made fun of them. They Timberland boots and they tiny apartments and their congested sidewalks and their rat-infested city, all that fun stuff that they love down there in New York with their shitty pizza. We done made fun of all of that. We done had our fun about that. I wonder where Spike Lee at right now. Y'all think Spike Lee watched that? Think he watched that with pride? I don't think he watched that one with pride. All right, man. Cavs beat them down. Again, you know it's an ass whooping when Tibbs only play his starters 30 minutes. That's an ass whooping, baby. That's an ass whooping. I talked about this before when we were reacting to the game against the Brooklyn Nets, who did put up a better fight than the championship contending New York Knicks. Figure that. But the Knicks did go to overtime last night. The Cavs beat them down versus the Brooklyn Nets. And look, ever since they traded for DeAndre Hunter, it's been ass whooping after ass whooping after ass whooping after ass whooping. Cavs didn't play well against the Brooklyn Nets, still beat them down. Like, I don't think this is a coincidence, dog. We trade for a wing. Next thing I know, we win by 20 every game. I think we might win by 40 tonight. Game still ain't over. That's how much of an ass whooping it is. Tristan Thompson still got 3 more minutes of basketball left while I'm recording. I done whipped my chair, all of that. You've gotten to this point in this video. The Cavs haven't even finished the damn game yet. That's how bad of an ass whooping this is. Whoo! Woo! Damn. All right. Let me be serious. All right, so Cavs played very well in this one, obviously. I'm going to get to the individual performances, but the first thing I want to point out is I see every week why Kenny Atkinson is the absolute perfect man for the job. And it's the small stuff, right? Obviously, the record, amazing, right? He's going to get Coach of the Year off the record alone. But the reason I'm like, I just feel so confident in Kenny and so confident in this team under Kenny Atkinson is just the small stuff, right? Here's one example of the many small things that Kenny Atkinson brings to this team. Kenny is aware of the narratives that have existed about the Cavs before he arrived. And he is proactive about avoiding those narratives, right? He came in, people were worried about Donovan and Darius playing together. He came in, people were worried about, is the team tough or not? All of this stuff, right? He's aware of all of these narratives, and he's proactive about avoiding them. One example of this, Cavs have been known to be a slumping second half team. Pretty much since they got Evan Mobley and became a playoff team, they have been a team that has had significantly worse second halves of the season than they had first halves. And when I say second halves, I'm counting from the All-Star break, which is not technically a halfway point, but you get what I'm saying. After the All-Star break, the Cavs have had issues every year, going back to before Donovan Mitchell was here, and it was just Darius and Ricky Rubio and Karis LeVert and Jared Allen holding it down with Evan Mobley. Kenny is aware of that. And Kenny has put the point of emphasis on this Cavs team to say, hey, we can't come out slow coming out this All-Star break. We got it all gas, no breaks. And they've come out this All-Star break, all gas, no breaks. Beat the brakes off the New York Knicks, beat down the Brooklyn Nets, not the New York Nets, the Brooklyn Nets, and demonstrate to everybody that this is a different squad than last year. I know some of the names are the same, and they might be tripping people up, but Kenny Atkinson is the X factor that stops them from going in face first into those glass windows of bad habits that they've had in the past. And that's why he is the best man for the job. It's very Phil Jackson-like of Kenny, and he is a great tactician on the floor, all that stuff, but he has this Zen master quality about him. Like he comes here, and all of a sudden guys who had trouble pulling triggers to shoot, they have no issue, right? Case in point with a dude like Dean Wade, who's always been hesitant to shoot. He gets that guy to shoot, right? We're seeing it right now with DeAndre Hunter, where DeAndre just pulling now. He was cashing, by the way. DeAndre Hunter was hooping today. 6 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 4 from 3, 16 points. And every time he's on the floor, I'm like, damn, man, that was a good trade. By the way, did y'all see that that lineup they threw out there for a little bit? That Mobley, Dean Wade, Isaac Okoro, Donovan Mitchell, and DeAndre Hunter. Oh, it brought my heart warmth to see all of those defensive players out there providing everything that they need to be great defensive players and a great defensive rotation. It was magnificent. It was magnificent. Love seeing that rotation. Definitely something they go back to, right? Because again, not like the basic thought. A lot of people thought you would trade for DeAndre Hunter, make him your starting 3, and then call it a day. But Kenny Atkinson, again, on top of the Zen master quality that he has, right? I call him the Wizard of Oz because he's not changing anything physical about these pieces the same way the Wizard of Oz did not really change what was going on with the Tin Man or the Lion, the Cowardly Lion, or the Scarecrow, right? He just gave them things, awareness of what was already inside them. And that's what Kenny Atkinson does. He's the Wizard of Oz. He's doing his Wizard of Oz thing with DeAndre Hunter. But another thing that he's doing is setting these guys up in rotations to be successful. Because again, the basic thought was you're going to start DeAndre Hunter at the 3. But what Kenny's doing, I think, works a little bit better, where he still starts Max Strus because Max Strus can still play make at a high level on top of shooting threes, right? He's an easy puller, and there's going to be a lot of congestion, right, with guys who don't really have that automatic trigger because they can go downhill so fast. You got Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, Jared Allen out there with the starting lineup, so you need some guys who just pull and facilitate, and that's what Max Strus does well. He's a good enough defensive player to where he's not going to be a liability if he starts the game out there, even though he's not a true wing, and it allows DeAndre Hunter to come on in these lineups where he can create a little bit and have more of a green light to shoot, which has worked out for him, right? I love the DeAndre Hunter, Donovan Mitchell, Isaac Okoro lineups with Dean Wade. Love the size and the length that gives this Cavaliers team in the second quarter. That just absolutely dominated this New York Knicks team. Another thing that I thought was fantastic in this game was Evan Mobley. 21, 8 and 4 with 3 steals. Fantastic defensively. Fantastic offensively. He got a rebound, dribbled that shit behind his back, and then went reverse into the hoop. My man's going to develop a back. There was one miss he got. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all remember this. It was like in the third quarter. There was a miss where he went around up like Darius Garland and then tried to finger roll that shit into the hoop, and he did not make it. But my God, it looks smooth. And if he just fine-tunes that and adds that to his bag, where he could just, like a guard and finger roll, he said it. He thinks he could be one of the best players in the NBA. Doing shit like that is how you get there, because that is a legitimate bag, a finishing bag for a big there. And already he's 7 feet tall with the 7'4" wingspan. I mean, the unicorn Evan Mobley was in full effect today. This is the vision for the Cavs, right? Like when they put it out there, this is what they hope for the Cavs, right? They could just have these lineups, have this size to go to, and smother a team like the New York Knicks. And by the way, let me speak on the New York Knicks in a hilarious fashion and talk about the actual problems they got. And they got problems. This New York Knicks team has problems. Like if I'm a New York Knicks fan and I'm watching this video and I'm all pissed off and you talking about how you gonna get revenge on the Cavs, brother, you got to figure out what you got going on with this team, because they can't play defense. And that is a giant problem in the East. Like you're going to have to try to beat the Boston Celtics or the Cavs. If you can't play defense, you're not beating them. Like that's just not going to happen. That's absolutely not with the level of defense that they was playing out there. That was pathetic. And the offensive, like they got 23 points from Karl Towns and 26 from Jalen Brunson and still did not crack 110. Hey man, if I was a Knicks fan, I know you're going to want to talk shit about the city of Cleveland and make some jokes about a city you don't even know shit about, all that fun stuff aside. You really should be worried about this team. Like, cause I don't know, man. Like y'all putting a lot on Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart to fix a lot of this. Like, and this ain't the first time this has happened to the New York Knicks where they've gotten their shit demolished. I tell you, by one of the better teams in the East. Like if anybody look like they on fraud watch, hey man, send that shit to New York and Madison Square Garden, because fraud watch. I broke it. I broke the New York Knicks logo. They on fraud watch. Absolute. Ass whooping. They could talk about how we got beat down by the Thunder the one time. We beat the Thunder though. Like we've beaten the Celtics. They can't beat the Celtics. They can't beat the Thunder, and they can't touch the Cavs. Cavs gave them a worse ass whooping than all them other teams. My goodness. Like the New York Knicks are simultaneously a better team than they were last year, but significantly less of a threat to make the NBA Finals. I don't know how that works, but I think that's just the emergence of other teams in the East right now. I know a lot of Knicks fans were talking about how the Cavs are first-round frauds or whatever it is. Brother, you better worry about the play-in. Like, you get the wrong team in the play-in, it might be wraps. Y'all can't play defense. That's a problem. That's a real problem, especially when you got Cat on your team and y'all putting a lot on Mitchell Robinson to cover up for Cat and what he can't do at the rim, because that's what the Cavs did to start this game. They just went straight at the hoop and they got everything they wanted. They were getting easy shots too, clean shots. I know people are talking about the Cavs were shooting really well in this game. They shot 51%, but the reason they were shooting 51% was because almost every look was clean. The only looks that weren't clean were like the 4 threes that DeAndre Hunter smacked in somebody's face, which, I mean, that's a bigger problem for teams to deal with. So, yeah, Yeah, the Cavs shot well from the floor. The Cavs shot well from three because New York could do nothing about them. I can't wait for the Stephen A. rant. I'm a react to that. I'm telling you right now, content alert. I'm about to react to that Stephen A. meltdown. I know it's coming. Woo! Woo! Damn. Every time he's on the floor, I'm like, damn. Another note at the end of this game, Jared Allen did leave. They said the x-rays were negative, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything serious. I think the Cavs are up by like 30 by the time he decided to opt out for the rest of the game. So hopefully nothing serious there. I mean, the Cavs just got healthy. We had a very scary moment with Darius Garland. Hopefully everybody comes back from this game nice and healthy, but it appears that Darius is fine. Jared is fine. As far as long-term injuries are concerned, they could miss some games though within the next few weeks. But yeah, man, that's all I got. It's a good day. It's a good ass day. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night, man. Peace.